Hello there. I am back talking New York Yankees baseball. I am Dan Salem, and I'm on BuzzChomp on YouTube, live streaming about the New York Yankees 2016 baseball season. Wow, a difference a week makes. Last Tuesday, I sat here. The Yankees had just gotten blown out by the Diamondbacks. We were several games under 500. And I was looking ahead towards the week being like, yeah, they can really turn a corner. This could happen. I'm putting it out there. I predicted they would only take 1 of 3 from the Diamondbacks and then sweep the Athletics. That is exactly what happened. And now New York sits a mere 1 game under 500, ready to take on the Blue Jays. They are going live right now, by the way. And with a couple more victories, we will be over that hump and in the positive. We are no longer in the cellar of the AL East. We've climbed up the ranks behind the Red Sox and Orioles now, but not behind the other 2 stinky teams, Tampa Bay and the Blue Jays. Oh, anyone join us? Oh, yes, they did. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Since there is a live baseball game going on right now, the Yankees-Blue Jays, an interdivision matchup, I will let you know that it is the top of the 3rd. It is 1-0 New York, but there are 2 men on for Toronto. Boo, Toronto. Boo, Toronto. The Yankees are 21-22. They have had a winning streak. Yay! I was harping on them for every week I've been live streaming that they could barely put together a winning streak. They only have 2 games. They've won 5 in a row. This is wonderful. 5 games in a row. They're looking to make it 6 tonight. It's kind of clicking. It's finally clicking. Good starting pitching, enough hitting, and the 6th, 7th, and I guess it's more 7th, 8th, and 9th. And the 7th, 8th, and 9th innings taken care of by our 1-2-3 punch in the bullpen. Betances, Miller, and Chapman. They just shut the door. Tanaka went 6 strong the other day, and those 3 just closed it out. It's good stuff. I am excited to follow the Yankees because we are out of the basement, about to climb over the 500 hump. It's no fun to root for a team that's under 500. Yeah, the Tampa Bay Rays and Blue Jays are well aware of that this season as well. So are several other ball clubs. Good news, Sabathia came back and pitched strong. A-Rod is having a rehab assignment today, looking to return to the team within the week. Everything is coming up Yankees. I'll take a moment here. Any questions from the peanut gallery? Ooh, thank you for joining us. All right. Looks like Toronto's still got 2 men on in the top of the 3rd. It's 1-0 New York Yankees. A quick look at the team leaders for the season. I like to touch base every week on this. Carlos Beltran continuing his monster year, leading the team in home runs with 9, leading the team in RBIs with 27. And Castro still leading the team with a .276 batting average. Not good. Nobody batting under 300 should be leading our baseball team. This has to change. Castro, you're doing great. I'm not knocking you, but come on, really? The team leader needs to do better at the plate. We got to get over that 300 batting average for at least somebody on New York. Oh, still 1 out. Okay. As in terms of pitching, team leaders, Tanaka leading the team in ERA with a 3.24. Not so hot. You're pitching well, but that ERA not so hot. Wins, Evaldi with 4. Love it. And then strikeouts, Pineda with 56 leading the team. That's good stuff. I'm pleasantly surprised how this team has turned things around over the last week. We got to keep it going there. We got a nice stretch of ball games coming up. Looking at the upcoming schedule, if you will, we are in prime position to just keep on rolling. 5 straight wins. And now we've got 3 against Toronto, 3 against Tampa Bay, and 3 more against Toronto. That is 9 straight games against teams under 500. Yankees, I don't know if you're going to win 9 in a row, because that would be 14 straight and an unprecedented number for this team this season. But if we can take 7 of those 9 games, we are on fire and just ready to crush June like a bad habit. I suppose next Tuesday, the final day of May, when we touch base once again, we will know how New York has fared over this stretch and whether or not they are on fire or have cooled. They're not about to cool, though, against these two clubs. These are divisional games. The Yankees are at home for the first 3 and then on the road. But these are divisional games against struggling ball clubs. New York is on fire. We are going to take it to them. We are going to take it to them. Speaking of, Valdi pitching against Josh Thole. There's 1 out. Oh, top of the 5th. 2-0 Yankees. Apparently, the website I'm on, ESPN, has not updated its score. I went live, and now the Yankees are up 2-0. I apologize for the miscommunication. Shame on ESPN for not updating its scoreboard effectively. Nice to see the team playing well. Joe Girardi said it's going to be a couple more days till A-Rod returns. He played at AA Trenton today. They thought he'd be activated off the DL permanently. It's not quite there yet, so obviously he didn't quite do as well as the team had hoped, but that's okay. Ease him back in. The Yankees need A-Rod in the long run over this course of this year. We don't need him here in May. We need him in August. So we need him to be healthy. That's really my take. So take your time, Alex. Get better. Get back to playing good baseball. I'm wondering, I know Teixeira just questioning why he's been struggling. He had a couple home runs to kick off the year and then nothing. Are you hurt? Are you lying to us? Because you're playing like you're hurt. Otherwise, stop thinking so much. Just relax, let the game come to you. You've been in it too long. You should know that. Just let it come to you. Don't try to play better. Just relax and do it. You'll even out because you've been playing well below your expected averages. And in tonight's matchup, Teixeira is 0-2. You're thinking about it. You're in your head, Tex. Get out of your head. Get out of your head. Ellsbury, 1-2 with a hit. I love it. He's on my fantasy team. I kept him. I'm thankful for that. A quick look at how the Yankees are stacked up in terms of the rest of the American League. Team batting. Yeah, this one's going to hurt. We aren't last. Defending world champion Kansas City Royals and the Twins are behind us in team batting. Yeah, I know. 13 out of 15, that sucks. But it's okay. It's okay. Because we knew the batting would not be there for us this season. It would be the pitching, and we're 11th in pitching. So, again, this is because we're a 21 and 22 ball club right now. The last 5-6 games, things have been very different. And they continue to be that way, and we will climb up the rankings in both of these statistical areas, pitching and batting, but mainly pitching, because that's what this team is. This is a pitching team. Now, I want to address the elephant in the room because there's been a lot of swirl over the last 24 to 48 hours that the Yankees might trade Carlos Beltran. First of all, he's having a great season. Great season. But why are someone really going to trade for Beltran? I guess in July, if the Yankees are out of it and if Beltran is still so hot, there is a contender that could be helped by his presence. But what are they really going to give up to the Yankees to get him? Carlos has got another season, maybe 2 left in him. He's near the end of his career. So this is not like a, we're going to pick you up for the long haul deal. No, they would be picking him up in a particular season. He'd be a 2016 only pickup. Now, we're not talking about a dominant pitcher like David Price, who was worth picking up for a couple months. This is a batter who is playing exceptionally well, but ultimately playing better than most people thought. So if he was to tail off, it would be at the end of the year when teams would be picking him up. I don't see why the Yankees would trade him before July. We're almost at 500. We are nowhere near out of things. The wild card race is anybody's game. It's too early in the season. We have not hit the tanker. So, yes, this is a sell high situation for Beltran because he is as good as he's likely to be. If he continues this, he's still at his peak. So, I mean, he can't really go up. He's playing excellent. He's leading the team in most statistical hitting categories. So he's doing very well. I just don't see what the possible market could be. And I don't see why the Yankees would trade him. He's a veteran presence. He's playing really well. This team needs players like that to perform this season. If you get rid of him, you're basically throwing in the towel on the year. And it's way too early for that. It's way, way too early for that. If they suck for the next month, sure, trade him, I guess, if you can get anything. I'm not sure what that would be. But he's a great presence on the team. And we have won 5 in a row. About to head up into the positive category. So why get rid of your best player? That just makes no sense. We have the bullpen to win in the postseason. We have the starting pitching that can win in the postseason. They are starting to put things together rather nicely. Yes, you got a hit to win in the postseason, but that's a long ways away. We've got guys in the minors that could get called up towards the end of the year and really make a stand and really shine for this baseball team. So I feel like I want to squash that rumor because right now it's just garbage. Talk to me at the end of June and we'll see if I feel differently. But right now, no. All right, let's take a moment. Any questions from our viewers at home? Oh, you just must love everything I'm saying. Oh, thank you. Still 2-0 Yankees, the bottom of the 5th. We go live. Jacoby Ellsbury is up against R.A. Dickey. This is a precarious situation for me because both of them are on my fantasy team. Ultimately, I am rooting for the Yankees. Sorry, Dickey, you're going to get the loss tonight. You already gave up 2. If you give up a couple more, I'm okay with it. Just don't do it again. Unless you're facing the Yankees, then you can do it again. Ellsbury, 0 for 2 right now. We'll see if he gets on base once again. Okay, so let's take a look at how the Yankees are faring. They're right about the middle of the American League, which is pretty much where they belong considering their record. We can already take a look at the wild card standings. How fun. We know Baltimore and the Red Sox are up at the top there. Texas, Cleveland, Kansas City, Detroit, and the Yankees. The Yankees are only 3 games out of a wild card spot. That's right, because Detroit and Kansas City are equally as sucky right now, right about 500. Cleveland, a couple games over, and then there's Texas, Boston, and the Orioles just well above the rest. This season's got a lot of life left in it, man. Sure, well, it looks like the Orioles or Red Sox will win the AL East because they're a good 5.5 up, but last we spoke a week ago, that was 7.5. So 2 games have been shed off of that. 2 games a month, and the Yankees are in first. That was 2 games in a week. Yeah, they can easily close this gap. Chicago White Sox leading their division. Mariners leading their division. The Rangers, Indians, and Red Sox are currently ahead for the wild card, but like I said, the Yankees only 3 games out. That's nothing. National League, very similar situation. If we take a break across the pond, the Mets nearly tied with the Nationals at top of their division. Go Mets, unless we're facing you, but we'll root for our intercity team. Yeah, go Mets. I don't know if you'll get back to the World Series, but if you do, awesome. That would be really fun. I also wouldn't mind seeing the Cubs get there because they haven't been there in so long, and they are on fire. The Giants have pulled ahead a little bit in their division. Dodgers stuck at 500, just like the Yankees. I'm out here in LA. Dodgers stuck at 500, just like the Yankees. The Angels, they're a little worse than the Yankees right now. But not much. Just a little bit. Check back in on the game. Oh, top of the 6th. The Yankees retired in order there in that inning. So be it. So May is going to be closed out. I'm calling it right now. We're a good 5 games over 500 to end May. That's 6 more victories, 7 more victories in the next week. We got this. We got this. It's a slow start. This is an older team. I expected not much different than that. This is actually what I did expect. Still no questions. You guys are all watching the baseball game. How dare you watch our team play? I love how Valdi's pitching so far 5 innings. Got a 4 ERA on the season, but he's got a great ERA so far tonight. Ooh, Donaldson's up. That's a tricky matchup. 2-2 though might retire him in fair share here. Over on the Twitter feed, they're hashtagging Nasty Nate because yeah, he's dominating into the 5th. And Carlos Beltran, yeah, Ellsbury. Well, they got some nice pictures up on the Twitter feed. Very, very nice. I like this hashtag Nasty Nate. Whoever's in charge of the Yankees PR, well done. Well done. That's a fun one. I don't know if we can get it trending because too many people are against the New York Yankees in this day and age. But Nasty Nate and hashtag Let's Go Yankees, yeah, those are fun hashtags. I'm all for that. Oh, look at these guys. They got a nice little video here of them signing a ton of autographs pregame. That's good stuff. Keep it going. Keep it going. Bring the young fans into the ballpark. I like it. I like it. Still 2-0 Yankees in the 5th. Oh, the Snapchat. Little Fat Joe's at the game. Oh, that's funny. That's funny stuff. Goodbye, baseball. Oh, that was Beltran that tied it up. Or hit another home run, 2-0. He's got double digits now. That makes me excited. Someone on the Yankees, the Bronx Bombers, got double-digit home runs. And, of course, it's Beltran. Don't trade him. We got to keep him around. He's too good to let go. Fat Joe likes it. Fat Joe likes it. What's this news here? Shortstop, second baseman Jorge Mateo has all the makings of future above-average addition to the Yankees lineup. That isn't a backhanded compliment I've ever heard. He has the makings of an above-average addition. So you don't really like him, but you think he's better than what's currently there. Why don't you say he's good and could be really good? Because he could be really, really good. You don't know. He hasn't really been given a shot yet, but you think he's good. Calling him above average is really belittling. I'm not a fan of that adjective. That is just much less than what he deserves. Well, hopefully he'll hit the major league team and we'll get to see what he's made of. Still 2-0. 1 out now in the 6th. I apologize. In the 6th for Evaldi. He's going 5 strong. Quick scroll down here. It was fun. CC Sabathia got his 100th victory as a Yankee this past weekend. And he had over 100 victories with the Indians. A little trivia question on ESPN here. Side by side of the 2 pictures of Sabathia. He was a little bit thinner back in those Indian days with Cleveland. But that's to be expected, you know. Young men always thinner than older men. But still doing very, very well. I remember when the Yankees first acquired Mr. Sabathia, that was a big deal. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. In terms of the team, statistically batting, I said where we ranked in the American League. In the league at large, we are still in the 20s in all of the batting categories. But who really cares because we are winning? We're up almost top 10 in whip in terms of pitching. 15th or tied for 16th in quality starts and batting average against. So we are creeping up there in the pitching categories. This is good. In terms of ERA, still 20th. We got to work on that one. But wins are wins. Honestly, who cares where the Yankees rank if we're winning baseball games? The only really ranking that matters are wins and losses and whether or not we qualify for the postseason. Yeah, you heard it here first because those are obvious statements, but sometimes fans need reminding. 3 potential suitors. The Yankees are not trading Beltran. Come on, Buster Olney. Give me a break. Why don't you write about something like the masterful bullpen of New York and how it's actualized over the last week or to May 9th. This team turned things around since Chapman joined the team. That's newsworthy. Oh, Evaldi retired the side again. He has gone 6 innings, no earned runs, a masterpiece. We're going to pull him because the 7th, 8th, and 9th, the door kind of closes on the other team with our bullpen. Or are we going to let him keep pitching because he has been on fire? I think that Girardi will probably give him one more inning, and then the 8th and 9th will get turned over to the pen. That's just my inclination. Before we close things out here today, any questions from the live viewing audience about our Yankees, about what it's like to watch the team in Los Angeles? Maybe I'll get into that next Tuesday and tell you how I follow along here on the West Coast, because every game starts early and it's kind of freaking sweet. But as you know, I am live streaming New York Yankees baseball Tuesday afternoons, evenings on the East Coast. I'm an LA person nowadays, still rooting for my Yankees. Hats abound. And next week we will be back and we will be over 500 after a wonderful holiday weekend. And things will be even brighter. The Yankees will be even closer to that wild card berth. I know it's only May, but we gotta watch the standings when things get dire. All right, without further ado, I will sign off with no questions today. I'm Dan Salem, talking Yankees baseball on BuzzChomp. This is High on Sports. We're doing all New York sports, at least the things I love. At the Dan Salem on Twitter, at BuzzChomp with 3 Z's if you want to follow the network at large. Let me know, comments, email on Twitter if you want me to talk about anything in particular. I will bring it up and hammer it home, do a little research if it's necessary. Otherwise, we will check back in with our Yankees. Back at the plate now in the 6th inning. We will check back in next Tuesday. Thank you for watching. We are almost at the end of May, and the Yankees are almost respectable in the standings. Good stuff. All right, until next week, I am out.